Hey everybody, this is Kurt from Ethos Reviews. Well, another year in the books for the video game industry, and you could say that 2010 is arguably one of the greatest, if not the greatest year in video game history. I mean, one epic game after another, but let's just try and put it into perspective for a moment. In any given year, if you had, say, hypothetically, a Halo game came out one year, and then the next, a Mario game, and then the next after that, a Metal Gear game. Any one of those years, respectively, would be considered a pretty successful year for the industry. But 2010 had Halo, Mario, and Metal Gear all come out in one year. And that's not all. There was Fallout New Vegas, and the brand new Rockstar game in Red Dead Redemption. And then there were other peripheral games that were also really great. We had GoldenEye 007 for Wii, and NBA 2K11 with Michael Jordan in it, and MLB The Show 10. I mean, there was just a plethora of amazing video games to be had in 2010, and it's time to reflect on really what is the best. And it's kind of hard to narrow down what is the best, but ultimately, well, we make our decisions here today at Ethos Reviews. Both RB and I will be making our selections for Game of the Year, a runner-up, and of course an honorable mention. RB and I have similar lists, but yet they are strikingly different, and you'll see just how. So, let us now reflect on Game of the Year for 2010.
And here's RB's selections for Games of the Year. His honorable mention is Fallout New Vegas. His runner-up is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and his pick for Game of the Year is Red Dead Redemption. For my selection as the honorable mention, I chose the Xbox 360 arcade game Limbo. This is a game that I feel deserves to be at least mentioned among the year's elite games, as it certainly was one of the most brilliant games I've ever had the pleasure of playing. Released during the summer, I devoted an entire Ethos video to it because it left such an impact on me. From its philosophical undertones to its dream, nightmare landscape, it just lends itself to be dissected and discussed. Aside from being a marvelously mysterious and nuanced game with an unforgettable atmosphere, it was indeed a pleasure to play with its simple controls and intelligent puzzles. Truly a work of art. For my selection as the runner-up to the Game of the Year, I chose Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption for PlayStation 3. You could simply sum this game up as a Grand Theft Auto set in the Old West, and you wouldn't be far off, but it has plenty of identity to be seen and enjoyed on its own. Truly one of the finest games made in this generation, Red Dead Redemption features familiar gameplay, similar to that of GTA 4 for example, but all with a tilt thematically embracing the Old West. This game shines due to its story and film-like presentation. You play the role of John Marston, one of the most enduring and compelling protagonists in video game history. He isn't your typical run-of-the-mill hero, he is one who possesses a moral code and honor, yet falls victim to the eye for an eye mentality of the West. He has admirable traits and a respectful demeanor. Aside from having such a fantastic main character, Red Dead features breathtaking graphics as the Old West looks truly remarkable. This game features elements of honor, betrayal, pain, shifts of political philosophy, and of course, redemption. It stands as a true testament to this bygone era, and it provides you with the most fascinating perspective. This is a game that can't be missed. And now for my selection for Game of the Year for 2011, I have chosen Fallout New Vegas for Xbox 360. Back in 2008, I picked Fallout 3 as my Game of the Year, and lightning has certainly struck in the same place, because New Vegas is, to me, one of the best games I've ever played. While it isn't drastically different than its predecessor, Fallout New Vegas is a game that must be experienced. In New Vegas, you have so much more control over the ultimate fate of the game, and in some ways, this is a better game than Fallout 3 because of it. In Fallout 3, there was a more concrete storyline that was followed, but in New Vegas, the plot is a little thinner, and it only benefits the player because it puts you more directly into the action, as you determine the events of the game. Never in a game before have I dwelled on my decisions more so than in New Vegas. Who should I side with? Should I go in alone? With so many choices and factions vying for the New Vegas Strip, it is ultimately up to you. Most of the factions you do encounter are not simply black or white, but all seem to tread with shades of gray. There is no one decisive morality, and nobody or no one is truly perfect. New Vegas maintains the same incredibly deep and nuanced gameplay and only builds upon it here. On a side note, I found the character Mr. House to be one of the most interesting figures I've ever seen in a game. I guess you now know where my loyalties lie, huh? In any case, Fallout New Vegas is a gem to behold.
So there you have it. There are my selections for the Game of the Year 2010. So now we can look forward to 2011, and I wonder what this year is going to bring. There are supposed to be quite a few blockbuster games coming out this year, and I expect to get to cover them here at Ethos. Of course, until next time, until the next video, you can always check our website, ethosreviews.angelfire.com, for all the newest written reviews, and I hope to return with a video quite soon. Until then, thank you very much for watching.